Now, the last step is that little Ziploc bag is our little knock point that we talked about. You're going to need a pliers, an Allen wrench set, and the arrow that came with your kit. So there's a couple ways that you can do this here as far as putting the knock on and getting your rest lined up. Is you can take this bow to a archery pro shop and have them do that. You can have a bow fishing buddy come over and he can help you get it set up. Or you can simply do it yourself. But remember, you can make some different adjustments once you get it set up out there as far as left and right go. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to remove the retriever because it gives me access to some of the bolts that I'm going to be needing to tighten down. So I'm just going to loosen up this wing nut. You don't need to take it all the way off. Just loosen up a little bit, slide the retriever out, and you can see that gave us access to working on some of these little bolts right here. So when we started a couple steps back, we told you to keep the rest loose because we're going to be needing to make adjustments on here. All right, so we're going to grab our arrow that came with the kit, and I'm just simply going to put it onto the string. Now, it's real easy to make some of the adjustments because you can see them with your naked eye. I mean, it's pretty obvious. If I have my knock kind of sitting like that, well, you can see my arrow is going to shoot up into the air. If I have my knock down here, well, you can see it's pretty bad and going downwards. One thing that you can use for a reference point is the bolt that goes through to tighten down your rest. Use that as a center point to center your arrow up. It's a little bit high yet. Right about there looks pretty good. All right. So what you can do now is you can go ahead and tighten down the bolt that goes through the bracket. And now we just tighten it up so it's not moving up and down. All right. Now we can go ahead and check our arrows left and right. And once again, it's very easy to see that. You know, we put the arrow out here and you can see it's kind of pointing way off to the left. If I push it all the way in, it's pointing off to the right. One thing that you can reference is looking straight down the limb at your arrow to see how straight that is. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be looking down my limb, and I need to come in with that just a little bit. So I can push my rest in a little bit. And that looks really good right there. Now remember, this is an adjustment that you can make once you're underwater, you're left and right. You can take practice shots to the water, see how your arrow is hitting the water and entering the water. You can make adjustments that way. Once it looks pretty good to me, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the Allen head. All right, now we've got that on. Now it's time to put on our knock. So we can just remove that out of the bag. And this is where your pliers are going to come in handy. Now, some people might have a knock pliers as well, but most of them don't. So we're going to go ahead and use the pliers. And what you want to do is you want to take that knock and put it above the arrow knock. All right, you're going to put it up on top. Just going to put it right through the string here. Just simply going to put the pliers around the knock. And then just simply tighten it down. Kind of come on both sides of it. And I can bring down my string thing. And then what I'm going to do also is I'm going to bring down my lower one just to give me enough room on here for when at nighttime things are happening fast, you can knock your arrow a lot faster. And go back and put our retriever back up in there, tighten it down, trigger guard through the second to bottom hole. And that right there is a complete installation of your Moc Recurve. Now to attach a line to the AMS safety slide, we do have videos out there on our website as well as our YouTube channel, so make sure to check that out. But from all of us AMS Bow Fishing, we hope you enjoy bow fishing retro style with your Moc Recurve.